Alright, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're tackling a new squad of Drelkar Warriors from Shadowspire. These elite fighters trade the brutal axes of the Demolishers for elegant swords and sturdy shields, making them the perfect backbone for any Shadowspire army. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about these miniatures. These were printed using a DLP printer at an incredible 0.035 mm per layer. Honestly, even with the best vision and under perfect lighting, I can't spot the layers, no exaggeration. The level of detail here is indistinguishable from injection molded plastic. Proxywars is planning to adopt more DLP printers this year, and I think that's a game changer. To get started, I glued these figures using my usual mix of wood glue and ceramic glue. It works like a charm. For the soldiers with both feet on the ground, the bond is instant. The single-footed poses require a bit more patience, but the result is solid. I'm starting with a black primer for these warriors. It's a great base for the dark and menacing Shadowspire aesthetic. First up, the cape. A solid layer of Necromancer Cloak gives it that deep, shadowy effect we want for a Shadowspire warrior. Next, a dry brush of plate mail metal on the armor and sword. This technique is quick and adds a worn, battle-hardened look. For the leather tunic under the armor, I'm using oak brown. It contrasts nicely with the metallics and keeps the figure grounded. The scabbard gets a coat of banshee brown. It's a subtle touch but adds a bit of texture to the miniature. For the sword's hilt and scabbard accents, I'm using greedy gold. It's a small detail, but it really pops against the darker tones. The boots get another coat of oak brown. It's a reliable choice that ties the figure together. Finally, the pants. A diluted layer of dark sky gives them that silky, shadowy finish that matches the rest of the figure. For the straps of the armor and the belts, I'm using leather brown. The shields are pre-primed, black on the front and brown on the back. For the edges, I apply a clean layer of plate mail metal. Simple but effective. Once all the base layers are done, it's time for a wash. Dark tone goes on almost everything, armor, cape, boots, except the pants. This step is where the magic happens, pulling all the details together and giving the miniature that final touch of depth and shadow. For the base, I'm keeping it consistent with my Shadowspire theme. I start with red sand and add a touch of thick grass for contrast. The result? A terrain that screams Shadowspire. These miniatures are part of my nephew's Shadowspire army project. I've got 10 more of these to paint for the unit, and I'm planning a similar batch with spears next. Painting 6 figures in an hour means this is a manageable, quick project for anyone building an army. These Drelkar Warriors were sculpted by Quartermaster 3D and are available on Proxywars. If you're building a Shadowspire army or just looking for amazing miniatures, definitely check them out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more painting tutorials and lore dives. Until next time, happy painting!